This is Drop Tent Media Network.
Hey, welcome to the Weekday Comics. I'm Dave Primiano.
And I'm Dan D'Aprile, and we're here to shoot the shit and talk the news.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
We are. Welcome to the early edition.
We're here. I barely made it.
It's true. Yeah, Dan's got a 10 o'clock colonoscopy, so...
It's not a professional thing. It's just something I like to do weekly for fun. You know?
I know, yeah. His hours were a little different this week, though. Yeah. Not an official doctor.
No. He doesn't have a medical degree or anything. Just a tender touch.
Yeah.
And that's all
The
you
old
need.
boardwalk colonoscopy.
Yeah, you come out with a shirt that says I Heart Sluts on it. It's
Yeah.
great. It's 2 for 1.
Oh, man.
Do you want to introduce our great guest? We're here early
Yes.
because we've got a great guest and we wanted to get
Yeah,
into
he's
it
got
faster.
shit to do. We're old. We're going to fucking bed right after this pod, separately. Yeah. We've had his co-host on before from the Durag the Deertag Podcast. He's also got his own digital bazooka, which is fucking crushing it on TikTok.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
It's one of the few videos I always stop on.
Bringing
Oh,
back
yeah.
the beauty
Yeah.
of prank calls, which is great.
Prank or crank?
Prank. Crank?
I think they're prank.
The
Wasn't the
prank
show
calls-
called Crank Yankers?
Sure.
Yeah, I always thought they were wrong, though.
Me too.
I
That's
was
how
like, what the fuck are they talking about, dude?
Did I say your name yet?
No.
Drew Montana.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Happy Black History Month, all.
That's right. Yeah.
Like this real-
Hey,
you
for the
are-
record, we had you as a precursor to Black History
Yeah.
Month. I
Yeah.
thought that was a good transition
Yeah.
into Black History
No,
Month.
I had to come celebrate with you guys.
That's right. Compared to Dave and I, you're like black adjacent. You're
Thank
way closer to black than we are.
It rules every time I hear that.
Because I don't know if I can say the word after I
No,
saw
you
it blow up
definitely
on
whatever
Twitter.
word you're thinking of.
No,
you
the
probably
W
can.
one.
Oh no, you can't say that.
Wigger.
Yeah, Wigger.
Yeah,
You
Okay.
can say that though. Yeah.
I
Well,
think
no,
so, all right.
Neil is vehemently shaking his head. No.
I used to say the real one, so
Yeah.
at least I've changed up a little bit.
Well,
Yeah.
it's back because that was the term when I was 13.
Yeah.
It
We
was
grew
the
up in
kids
the
that wore
time.
Tommy Hilfiger shirts.
Yep.
That was
Yeah.
all you needed to do to be a Wigger. You had to buzz your head and wear a Tommy Hilfiger shirt.
Yeah.
It's yeah, I guess in some places it never died. Like in upstate New York, white dudes still say the N-word. And it's like,
And the South.
yeah, true. But see, in the South, I think they, I don't know how they say it down there. I've never been, but like my boys in upstate New York say it pretty cool.
Okay, oh, so they say like familiar, not
Yeah.
not like get out.
No. Yeah. They say it so cool that sometimes I'm like, huh, maybe I should get back into that. That fucking sounded pretty sick, man.
Well, I didn't know because I only asked because like Ryan Foster, who we haven't had on yet, but we will.
Great comic.
He called Nick Sirianni a Wigger, and then someone retweeted him and said he just used the N-word.
Yeah.
It is a breakdown, but it's
It is not. It's the W word, right? You
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's hard to defend that you mean something else by it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, I mean, like, they act like, I mean,
But they're white, so you
Yeah.
put the W there. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Any 1 second of thought, you go, oh, right. That's
Yeah.
probably why you shouldn't say that. Yeah. But it
Well,
still hasn't been officially
we're live.
outlawed.
We're sitting in it now.
Yeah.
It's out there.
It's
on
only
the
outlawed on
airwaves.
Twitter right now. It hasn't crossed over to modern society.
Elon loves it, dude.
Oh my God, he retweets every fucking.
Yeah.
He's been going wild lately, dude. Him and Biden have been like just sending out like prank type tweets where like you would think it's the parody accounts and you click on it. You're like, no, this is the real guy.
Yeah, I
It's
was
just
shocked.
like Biden with the red eyes.
Yeah,
And he's
the-
like,
the-
just
the-
how we planned it. I was like, huh?
Was
Yeah.
that based on the Super Bowl? Well,
Yeah, it was
okay.
because the Chiefs winning in overtime, and the conspiracy theory was that the Chiefs were going to win, the refs were going to help, and then I guess I forget, it all falls apart there, but like Taylor Swift was going to endorse Joe Biden and during like the celebration or whatever. So as soon as
Did
the
she?
Chiefs, I don't think so. As soon as the Chiefs won, Biden posted like red eye,
Yeah, I saw-
Dark Brandon guy, and he was like, just like we drew it up, which is actually like you got to give him his flowers. That's pretty funny. Whoever's running his social
It
media,
is pretty funny.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't get like mad
it's
at it,
him.
but also I was like, this guy's insane.
Yeah.
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 Right. It's not him. Like anything else that happens in the Biden administration, it's somebody else
Well, he's
doing
got
it.
like
but-
25% of a working brain left. So
Yeah.
and it's all devoted to
To Twitter.
memes.
did you guys enjoy the Super Bowl? I guess we have to talk about it a little.
Sure.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that I got it right. I said Chiefs by 3. I had the exact score wrong. I thought it was going to be 27-24, but
I called a blowout, but I said the Chiefs. So if I gambled, I would have won.
yeah.
Yeah, I had Chiefs. I don't know. It's like my two least favorite teams, so I almost didn't want to watch it. But then I was like, I'm a fucking man. Like, what else am I going to do on Super Bowl Sunday? So obviously I watched it. Usher was my favorite part, as unmanly as that sounds. But
No, I get it.
that guy fucking rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great halftime show, which also means we're getting old because like everyone I want to see is in the halftime show. It's like, oh, fucking ancient now.
Well, someone pointed that out to me that like it used to all be about the parents when we were kids. It was like who our parents listened to, but now we're the age of the parents. So they're like, what did we listen to? We know Usher growing up. Also, Super Bowl shows used to suck. Like the halftime shows before like 95 were all pretty dog shit.
Yeah.
What they had like rock? Well,
It was all like high school bands. And,
okay.
Dude, in 1983, I looked this up yesterday. In 1983, they had a super kaleidoscope on the field.
Oh God.
Okay, well,
For the
wait.
Super Bowl halftime show, it was just a big
So
kaleidoscope.
the light going down on it wasn't just like a person.
Yeah, one by one.
They were
Yo, get in line.
Because that sounds like it could be cool.
Around.
Yeah, not with maybe not with 1983 technology, but like that could be cool now. Like what they do with the basketball courts for like when they have like the glass, it looks like glass. That shit's cool as hell.
That is cool.
It gets me every time.
I think that was like because it was brand new shit back then. So they were like, you want to see new colors?
like we invented 5 new colors. And you can see
What are the
them
ones
here.
because Prince and MJ weren't they? They were like the big ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that
I
everyone
think
talked about.
MJ was like 95 and Prince was like 07, I think.
Oh
Yeah.
Well, I should remember that. That was
Yeah,
when
but
my
you're right.
drink. That's when I drank and had fun.
As an
Yeah.
entertainment product, the NFL has come like a long way.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the Thanksgiving games, that's why Dallas and Detroit always play, because when the NFL proposed it, all the teams were like, fuck no, why would we not play on a Sunday if we have a choice? Fuck your stupid game. Now every other team that third game that is like not spoken for, everyone wants to be involved in it because it's like prime time, the whole nation watching. And it's just so funny how that changed. Like before they were like, no, fuck you, we're not playing. What's in it for us? Now everyone's fighting over that time. So.
I always wondered why that was, because it always made sense that it was the Cowboys, like America's team. They've always been pretty good, whatever. And then it was always the Lions, and I was like, they've been horse shit forever. Like, why are you forcing us to watch them get blown out every Thanksgiving?
Yeah. And they often put like a cupcake team against Dallas, and that kind of like sucks. It's always like I knew what the outcome of the two games.
Yeah.
Dallas was going to win, Detroit was going to lose. Boom.
Yeah, it's a day for drinking beers, dude. You want Dallas to win.
Yeah. Well, you're right.
Heavy days of drinking.
Yeah, that's
I can
getting
tolerate
hit
it
in
a
some
lot more.
households.
Yeah.
But then every once in a while, the Cowboys give us a gift and they shit the bed on the holidays.
Let's go.
And you love it.
I fucking love
to see
it.
Is this the first year that 3 religions got Super Bowl commercials in?
Yeah, maybe.
I didn't like any of that at all. That kind of pissed me
The
off.
fucking
Yeah.
feet washing was hilarious.
Oh
What the
God,
fuck
yeah.
are we talking
The He Gets Us.
and Scientology got one.
That's right.
Wait, Scientology had one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Judaism, but yeah, that was more wah. But
What was the do we know what it cost for a Super Bowl commercial this year?
7 mil? 70 or
Damn, really?
Dude, Timu, whoever it is, they got in like 5 of them.
Yeah, they got that Chinese money.
And it was the same AI commercial every time. I'm like, boy, you guys could have spiced it up, but
Yeah, that's China for you. It's just communist, efficient, always the same.
7 million. Yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
man, well,
I
yeah.
could if I had won the money for one Super Bowl commercial, you'd never see me again. I
Right.
would not do this podcast.
Also,
You
I
mean
like
you're not doing a tight 30. Hey, I'm just gonna do 30 seconds of comedy.
Yeah,
as a Super Bowl commercial.
just zooming through your jokes. So I fucked the dog the other day. Dating's weird. Fucking everything's gay.
Well, that one I do AI for, so they would show an AI me fucking a dog.
That's fair. You got to give the people something.
Is that where you go with the dog fucking joke? If you
I don't
If
know.
you had 30 seconds for the world to
I
see,
don't know. I don't know why that came to me.
that's fine.
I stole it
like
from
it.
somebody else.
Yeah.
I like it.
And that guy's pretty happy.
Yeah.
Dude, also I didn't like they had a homeless people commercial, and like it seems to be such a problem. Like everyone's like, we don't have enough money, don't resourced for the homeless people. I'm like, you didn't need to remind us about them at the Super Bowl. Like, how about like build a fucking get some beds or something?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
$7 million is a lot of beds. It's a lot of
it's
soup.
yeah. It's like, dude, Let me do the math. 21 million cans of fucking SpaghettiOs. Like, what are we doing?
That's wait, yeah, because ramen's what, 5 cents a pouch?
Yeah.
That's even.
And you put the commercial on for the homeless people. They're the only people that weren't watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah, true.
They don't do the storefronts anymore with the because you can't stack the flat screens on top of each other like
Right.
you could
No.
the box TVs.
Yeah.
So all the homeless people gather around
can't stand
a fucking-
outside in the
a Radio Shack.
It is reassuring to know that, like, in '85, no one even thought of throwing a brick through a storefront. And then as soon as that started happening, they're like, no one can have anything nice anymore.
Why did they discover that in '85? Is that what started
I don't
all
know.
the Chicago crime? The Bears winning the Super Bowl?
No, but I think that's when A Christmas Story came out, and that's when I remember seeing TVs in the window fronts.
Yeah.
Didn't that happen in that movie?
Yeah.
Some Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I
And
was,
so
I
it's
wasn't
all-
raised on those.
It was
Oh, my
so
bad.
common back then. Like every movie where someone was down on their luck, they'd be watching a TV through.
Right.
They'd be like standing out on the street, and whatever that was going good for another one of the characters was happening on TV, and they had to watch it from the outside.
Yeah, I've never been in that situation.
No, I always thought that. As a kid, I thought that was like a situation that happened way more frequently.
Yeah.
I thought as an adult, like, I better
Oh,
work hard, or I'll be watching somebody else succeed.
They all had sound on the outside too.
Yeah.
Didn't that glass do anything?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. How did they hear it? Right.
So
Now I just watch other people succeed on my cell phone.
you guys
It's
have
a
a
lot
favorite
warmer.
commercial though? Was
From
it
this
AI
year?
Jesus? I have one in mind, but you guys.
Probably, I like the Twister 2 preview.
Twisters.
Twisters look
Yeah,
sick.
that was good.
I never saw the first one. Did they fight the tornado in that one? Like
Yeah,
it looks like
well,
they're doing in this
That's
one.
what I don't know either, but that's what it looks like, dude. And I'm 100% in on shit like that. Where it's dudes that are like, yo, we gotta go stop this tornado. I'm like, okay, let me see.
Twister is crazy. They don't like fight a tornado per se, but they like drive straight through quite a few of them.
Is
Why?
was that their only exit plan, or
Okay, so for most of Twister, they have this like R2D2 looking thing. I love this movie, by the way, guys. They have this R2D2 looking thing that has these like little balls that they want to be carried up into the Twister to like map it from the inside. And that's why they're driving into it. But they end up driving through like a house. They drive through like several Twisters. And then in the end, this thing that's like picking people up, they like Bill Paxton and I think Helen Hunt, they like have to tie themselves to this like little horse post. And then that's it. All of a sudden, as soon as they do that, like the wind is like ripping the building up and they're like, oh, thank God, we're okay.
so it's like The Happening? The wind just stops right before it kills fucking Mark Wahlberg.
yeah, basically.
So there's multiple Twisters in Twister 1.
Many, yeah.
Then what the fuck is
Yeah, what's the point of this one?
I thought the commercial appeal was that there was more than
That
one
was the big
Twister.
reveal. They called them twins. Yeah, I liked that one. This is kind of gay, but the
Gay
trailer
life.
the trailer for Wicked looked pretty sick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
that
it
looked
did.
sick.
The Arnold Schwarzenegger one, that was great.
So it kind of reminded me of the old Simpsons, Up and At Them or
It did,
whatever.
yeah.
My favorite was easily the one for women's sports, where like their goal was to be like, women's sports are gritty too, but they just showed women fucking up every attempt they had at being athletic. Just balance beam. Doof.
Dude, it is crazy when you turn on like a WNBA game and give it a good watch for 5 minutes. You're
Have
like,
you done that?
God damn. Only for comedic research purposes. I'm like, dude, I gotta see what they're up to. And it's just like nonstop air balls and turnovers. And
Yeah.
you're like, this is rough. It's pretty cool.
The sportsmanship, though, is
Oh,
through the roof.
Juju Watkins is pretty amazing.
Juju Watkins rules.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, lady
yeah.
rules.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark rules. There's a few of them I'll tune in for, actually. I'm a Hoops fan.
Is it Angel Reese? She's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, there you go. That's way to make a good point, and then immediately just undercut it.
She's a nice looking broad.
See the cans on that thing?
I was surprised. Yeah. Because they didn't she do like this, the Sports Illustrated,
I actually don't know.
RIP, Sports Illustrated.
oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you're right. Shit.
But I was like, decent pair on her. I said the same thing about Patrick Mahomes' wife this
Can you
weekend
pull
too.
up Angel Reese cans?
Angel Reese.
Yeah, we're gonna need to see this. I think. I'll do a little research of my own here. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, she's got a good body on her.
Yeah.
Good lady, good lady.
This is a great. This is a great discussion of
Oh.
women's sports. There we go. Okay.
I mean,
I
this
like
is, yeah,
those.
that's I'm guessing that's closer to who they want to be the face of the league than Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
for sure.
Who,
Yeah.
if she
She
was
cut
the
hers
one
off.
that could dunk, they would have left her in Russia probably.
Shout
There
out
are-
to Angel Reese, dude. I'd slap those things around.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, right. And there's not a small army of Russian spies walking free because of her now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, what
You
happened
know,
to that guy? Is he like
Wait, which?
the merchant of death?
Oh, we gave him back.
yeah, he's
That
out
was
and
the
about.
trade.
He's
Yeah.
out working again?
I'm sure.
They didn't throw in a first-round pick or anything. It was just straight up a fucking women's basketball player for, what is he, a bomb maker?
Yeah, well, he's like a gun and arms dealer.
You can only get his bombs on his website now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
right,
not,
right.
He's not drop. He used to drop them off in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took his show away, but he can still tour. That's the nice thing.
Isn't that the goal?
Yeah, exactly. He can still sell tickets. Yeah.
Does she still play?
Griner, I don't know.
Believe so.
Better, right?
Yeah.
Fucking back.
I mean, we got to get at least 5 more years out of her.
Yo, let's get the merchant of death back over here, actually.
He put up 30 on in those leagues.
I guarantee he'd be better at basketball than her.
Put just him in the WNBA.
By
And
himself.
Igor or whatever. Yeah.
I am surprised that just like with the way all like the woke shit and like especially the anti-woke shit now is going, like with the Ben Shapiro army of like making rap songs, and like I'm surprised there hasn't been a group of 5 dudes who have enlisted in a college and played women's basketball.
Well,
and fucking like won an NCAA title and then come out and be like, you guys are all idiots. We're men still.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's on the horizon? Aren't we like on the brink of that?
I
Or am I just
Like
having
basketball,
having good dreams?
no. I mean, it's swimming, swimming and golf. It's happening.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So like, why wouldn't it have? I think it gets undermined because it's in swimming and golf.
Yeah.
No one watches it.
Right.
But I think if like a group of 5 dudes goes and blows out like South Carolina or whoever, like UConn, whoever the #1 women's basketball team is,
Yeah.
people are going to be like, oh, we might have a problem with this.
Is that the Juana, man, that was a whole fucking.
Am I
movie
just
back
sounding
in-
like Ben Shapiro
No,
now?
no.
I get you. I always
Honestly, no. My whole, like, you know, I want everyone to do whatever they can to be happy, as long as it doesn't infringe on the right other people's happiness. But the sports conversation needs to be had. You know,
Yeah. That's the one of the few fair conversations that has to be had about
Right.
that, because it's not fair to those women that have trained their whole life
Yeah.
just to have someone kind of drop in and be like, I made a life change at like 30. Now I'm on top of
And
your...
I also have 4 years of eligibility left. So.
Yeah, exactly.
any kind of advantage you can give yourself, I think, just maybe deserve. And it's not just trans. So I've said this in during the home run race back in the day. Maybe just have a steroids league and a non-steroids
They're
league.
going to do that now. There's going to be some guy is trying to start up an Olympics, like a competitor to the Olympics, but you can do steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
And I don't know why Lance Armstrong got a. They said everybody in biking was doing steroids.
Right.
That means our fucking.
Our guy
Yeah,
got
if everyone's
penalized
special,
for it.
no one's special. Syndrome.
Yeah.
Incredibles.
Also, with steroids too, it's like there are different. We have so many steroids now. Like they aren't all just the Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds steroids where your head.
It is
swells
going to
up.
look ridiculous though when like you see the regular Olympics and then you see the steroid Olympics and it's just all like 87 Schwarzeneggers just or like whenever he won Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
Just dudes jacked out of their minds like I'm
That
here
should
for
be-
baseball.
That should be what it is. If a trans woman wants to compete in women's sports, she has to compete against all women that are juicing.
Yeah.
You know, like those Russian women that had the beards because they were taking so much testosterone. That
That's
I
fair.
think is like a fair.
Yeah.
That's more of a fair
If
fight.
they do just let athletes go fucking nuts with the steroids, though, the in memoriam section of the ESPYs is going to fucking take a day. So many people are going to die in their 20s. I'm all for it. We're going to get some great performances. And then once they have no use to me as a spectator anymore,
Right.
die away.
I'm actually on your side on this one, as horrifying as that sounds.
Yeah.
I agree. They already are making that gamble. Like, I'm gonna trade away being able to pick my kids up in my like 40s for millions and millions of dollars now at like 21. And so rather than go and work in an office and make a little bit of money their whole life and be okay, they're like trading their future for money now. I think the same thing is you could say with steroids. You know, it's either CTE later or steroids now. Either way, the game's gonna.
I love
cost
Dan's
them.
idea because I don't know what's more fun: the steroid Olympics where they share what the actual players are on, like as like a benefit. Be like they're on, they have 4 cycles and they are on human growth hormone. Let's see how they do.
Like the back of the baseball.
Or
card.
that's the secret sauce. You know what I mean? Like I don't know which one's more fun.
Ooh, good call. No, I think.
Right?
I mean, I can't. Can you regulate it?
No, once you're open that door, dude, it's open. You can't regulate the steroid Olympics.
You don't have. You have like a salary cap. So like this is how much. This is what your steroid budget can be. So if you parcel it out amongst your players, or you give it to your best, like all the best stuff to your best player, and
So you just have one hulking monster player.
exactly. I think it could be fun if you add like a Sam Hinkie.
This is how I waste most of my day seeing Facebook memes that are like, you have $15 to build a team. I'm like, fuck, I need Shaq, but I can't run with John Stockton at the one. We're fucked if we got...
Whoa, you can. Everybody always sleeps on John Stockton. in
Maybe
those
not
things.
Stockton.
Yeah.
Maybe bad example. You know what I mean, though, dude.
I do.
No, you're right. I do more budgeting with those memes than I do in my real life.
Yo, I have so many bills that I'm behind. But I do have $20 to build a Super Bowl.
The obvious answer, for some reason, they always put Hakeem as the $2 center. I would take him over most of those.
Easy value.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those, dude. I get caught doing those all day.
I've been stuck on TikTok now. Do you see like the new challenge where it's like, all right, I have like a random team come up. I have to put together 100,000 points, 4 MVPs, and 3 championships. Go.
And it just like shuffles through.
Yeah.
My algorithm lately has been overthrown by maggots or mealworms eating things.
Ooh, those are
time
good.
lapse. But it's like, I don't know how it got there, but now it's all I see. Every time I open TikTok, they're like, mealworms eat fucking whole entire rack of ribs. They're like, well, how long is this going to take?
This.
It's like 70 hours. They're like, whoa.
There's so many things I didn't know I'd enjoy watching. Dominoes. I can watch dominoes fall all the time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dominoes.
Carpet cleaning.
I get pumped when I see a video of like a backyard maze where like a dude drops something in and it starts going. You're like, yes.
Or like any
Plinko.
Rube Goldberg machine, you know, where one thing knocks over another and
Yep.
it spins the thing around. Anything like that.
I love that shit.
I'll
dude.
watch it all the way to the end.
Dude, one guy. Oh, go ahead, dude.
Dropping the red hot metal ball into different kinds
Oh,
of
God,
liquid.
yeah.
Love it.
100%.
Have you guys been getting the car simulation ones lately? And they're like,
Oh,
which
they
car
jump a
can
bridge?
jump over
Yes.
the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's always, dude, so tell me if I'm wrong. I think the algorithm is just showing this to me, but maybe everyone sees this. It's those videos, and every time they show a Tesla, it doesn't even like make it off the ramp. It like they show Teslas and it like catches on fire. And I think it's because I said I wanted a Tesla one day. And ever since I said that,
I
they've
hear
been
you.
just showing me of like,
They're showing you, they're like, no, get a Chinese car.
like get this Toyota Supra that can jump the fucking Empire State Building. I'm like, oh nice, I might need that.
Yeah, somehow the Kia Soul does it every single time.
Jumping the canyon. I'm like, dude, the Tesla would jump the canyon.
Yeah, if the other ones would, it would.
I don't
right,
know
yeah.
much about cars, dude. But
The Tesla just sits still and catches on
if
fire.
the Kia Soul, like the wheels fall off of it, I'm like, if the Kia Soul is jumping over the fucking Great Wall of China, the Tesla can make it.
Well, Great Wall's not that big, right? Are you
Depends
talking?
on
Are you
which way
talking
you're
long?
jumping.
You talking
Length,
long ways?
length.
That's impressive.
Yeah, you're right. Jumping it
Yeah.
just from one side to the other probably pretty
They
easy.
got fucking Mongolian drivers.
Mongolian Driver, that's a movie, right?
It should be. Did they invent the Great Wall before ladders were invented? Like, did they invent the Great Wall to be like, fuck you? And then the Mongolians made ladders. They're like, no, we're sorry.
Which came first? Yeah.
Ladder or the wall?
Ladder or the wall.
I thought
have
ladders
to
came
imagine
pretty early.
ladders. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to guess ladders.
Thought he was
Like,
looking
wouldn't
up.
ladders?
No, I wasn't looking it up.
Neil
Wouldn't
started
ladders
typing
be-
furiously.
Guys, I'm so sorry.
Like ladders would be considered a problematic thing. Oh, you own a ladder? You know they were invented to invade other countries.
Just to get over this wall.
Yeah. Cleaning out your gutters, fascist.
Oh yeah, I got called a colonizer like 2 days ago. It
Oh,
was
yeah?
great. It was
Nice,
fun.
cool. Was it
On
on,
a ladder?
was it on one of your
on my
Tinder
street.
dates?
On my street. Oh, that would have been. No, that was. Well, those are my private moments. You should have known about.
Sorry,
I
I shouldn't spread your business to the street.
Please,
Like,
come on. Anyways,
Who
all right.
called you a colonizer?
Yeah, we want
Just an Indian woman in an Uber.
Okay.
wow.
Fun times.
Oh, you mean Native American?
No.
Then what the fuck's her deal?
I don't know. I did say, "What's your problem, bruv?" She got very
then you were-
upset.
then you would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I almost I'm in the midst of a possible beef right now.
Oh.
It might be brewing with an Albanian guy that I sold an iPhone 8 to today on Facebook
Now
Marketplace.
Albanians are white.
Yeah, hold on a second. This is an Eastern European, and you sold him the cell phone?
I sold him the phone. Yeah.
That's I'm sorry. I just had to make sure.
I had to do the math on that. Yeah, this is weird. Yeah. No, dude, I had an old iPhone and it worked perfectly fine. Reset it, hit like restore to factory settings, whatever, erase everything. Gave it to him today, and he doesn't like read English or like understand technology. So I'm just sitting outside and it's like 40 degrees, freezing. And he's like, "Do I have to sign into iCloud?" I was like, "You can when you get home. Like, you don't have to do it now." Like, so he didn't believe me that the phone worked because it's like, this is what threw him off. It's when you know how when you get a new iPhone and
Droid.
okay, have you ever gotten a new iPhone?
Sorry.
And the first time you get your iPhone and turn it on, it says hello. And then if you wait a second, it says bonjour. And then it'll say hello in Chinese. And that, so he saw that and he's like, "Why Chinese?" And I was like, "No," I was like, "It's not in
It's just
Chinese."
what they do.
You
Yeah.
mean when there's more than anyone in the world?
Yeah. I'm like, "Brother, hit English." So he was immediately thrown off, and then he just didn't believe me. And then, yeah, he took it, and he was like, it took him 30 minutes to leave, and I was finally like, "Dude, I'm going inside. Either you want it or not." He's like, "All right, I take it, but if it doesn't work, I call you tomorrow." I was like, "Well, it works."
How are you going to
but-
do that?
Yeah. But so he took it, and then he called me off. Well, he had another phone, but he called me like 2 hours after, and he's like, "I'm at the Apple store. They told me that too many people signed into this phone before. No one can ever sign into it again." I was like, "That's not a thing."
Yeah,
I like
that's-
Googled it. I was like, "That's not a problem."
Did you wait 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he hit me with a, "So will you return it or not?" And I was like, "Is this a fucking threat? Like, I already told you no, dude. I'm
What
not
if he-
returning your $100.
What if he was pranking the pranker?
Oh.
This is an elaborate scheme.
Yeah. Little
I hand
tastier.
him the $100 back. He just, a camera crew comes out like, "We got you.
You got Albanian guy.
You were Albanian." I'm like, "Can I get the fucking $100 back, please?"
Like, no, that's not how getting Albanian works.
No, I need this $100. Well, I told him, I was like, "Dude, if you," because he was like, "The phone doesn't work, and I need a phone for work." Double entendre there. But I was like, "Dude, just sell it then." I was like, "If you need a phone that bad, sell the phone I just gave you."
Right. You can get $100 for it.
Yeah,
at
it's
least.
worth $100.
Yeah.
You just bought it. It was on Facebook Marketplace for 8 hours,
It
dude.
didn't depreciate that much in
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah, do the same thing I just did to you.
Right. Yeah.
We both know the phone doesn't work.
Whatever you do, don't tell them that you're in the maximum number of
Now you-
sign-ins
yeah.
for an iPhone.
Now you sell it to 3 people. And then, yeah.
I didn't know there was. I don't think there is a maximum number of.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so either.
I don't believe so, but
I think once you hit restore to settings, it's like,
Yeah, no.
yeah, all right, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
plus it sounds like it. Did you buy it used too?
My friend gave it to me.
Okay.
I needed a new phone, and my friend told me, he's like, "Yo, I got a new phone for you." He tried to FaceTime me, and my FaceTime doesn't work. So I had to call him, and I was like, "Yo, my FaceTime doesn't work, whatever." He's like, "Yo, I got a new phone for you if you want it." So I was like, "Perfect." And then I went over to his house, and I was like, "You still got that new phone?" And he's like, "Yeah, I might." And he went in his room, and he came out with like a stack of like 10 iPhones, and they're all like cracked and shitty old iPhones. He's like, "See if any of these work."
There you
I
go.
was
Dealer's
like-
choice.
I was like, "I don't," and the one did work, and then I sold it to that guy, and then
Nice.
I still need a new phone,
Was that one cracked? The one you
a
sold?
little bit, but not bad.
Yeah.
Worth $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
The
I don't know.
price was fair for that.
I
Yeah.
almost lowered it to 80, and then I said, "That's 2 boxes of backwoods, no deal." An iPhone is worth more than 10 packs of backwoods.
Yeah.
I didn't know people sold things that could actually be sold on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh yeah.
I've seen someone just had their hand on there.
What was the price?
$5.
Oh, way undervalued.
Actually, it was like muddy. It was really muddy. It was like it was covered in mud. It was just their fucking
Is
hand.
he offering a service or?
Yeah, that might be.
I took a screenshot. I'm not gonna click. I don't click on anything. I'm afraid.
I do see like Facebook Marketplace is the craziest shit ever. Where it's like, and they like recommend it to you. They're like, "You want this full-sized Optimus Prime suit?" I was like, "Not really, dude." I saw an Optimus Prime suit that was $4,500.
Damn.
I was like, "Who has a fucking costume that expensive?" It was bigger than a refrigerator. It was crazy.
Jesus.
That's for like specifically for Comic-Con people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
They fucking.
But it's weird that it's Optimus Prime. It's like Comic-Con people to me are usually like deeper into that shit than Transformers.
Well, there's like the ones that just do the cosplay for
Yeah.
for their OnlyFans or whatever.
Yeah, I guess that's
So-
true. You know, a lot
so
of
the one up-
OnlyFans
yeah,
The
chicks.
Optimus Prime cosplays.
It's bigger than your fridge.
Don't fucking underestimate the world of cosplay.
Dude,
Any cartoon character you want to see getting fucked or fucking another cartoon character, it's there.
That's true.
I'm sure, yeah. Transformer porn is probably pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
mean,
got that guy's number and I called him on Digital Bazooka and I just fucking around. I was like, "This is Megatron. I will launch you to space." And I hit him with like 3 Megatron quotes and he laughed at the first one. And then by the third one, he goes, I finished the quote and he's like, "Shut up, N-word." I was like, perfect response.
Because you're getting weirder with the calls. I listened to
We're
the
out
most
of
recent
ideas.
one where you're just like, what about the skiing? Where you're like, my family is woodland giants. And she'd heard of it. She wasn't phased at all.
Yeah, she goes. I said I wear a size 41 American for ski boots. She goes, "Let me go check if we got that." I'm like, "What the fuck are you checking for?"
She's taking a cigarette
Yeah.
break, right?
I mean,
there,
it wasn't. It was like because all of them are so clever. That's like the least clever one, but it also might be the one I laughed at the most. Just because of how audacity.
Sometimes that's what makes a funny prank call. It isn't necessarily the craziest lie. It's the one that you can get someone the most on the hook with. you know?
Yeah, or if you can make them laugh, like. Sometimes if they know it's a prank, they're immediately like, "Fuck you, this is a prank." But if they know it's a prank and it's funny, sometimes they'll laugh.
Yeah.
We've been trying to do Steve-O voice on there, and just like none of us can do a good Steve-O impression, but we'll call it.
in the throat a little bit.
That's not so bad.
I don't forget.
Hey man, this is Steve-O.
Pretty good, yeah.
I thought so too, but Trader Joe's always knows that it's not the real Steve-O.
You only call businesses, right? You don't do house calls.
I call businesses and Ryan Foster sometimes. Foster always answers the phone.
Yeah. So you're not bothering anyone at home. That's a good thing too.
No.
Yeah, it's all
People
people
on
are
the
getting
clock.
paid while they're getting pranked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a new father who's missing
Yeah.
sleep. We'll call him as much as we want. But
Are you the most popular one out there right now? I don't doing because your shit.
Well, prank calls?
Your views are in the millions.
I hope so,
feel
dude.
like-
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know there's like people that are fucking way better than us at it. I know like Longmont Potion Castle is the dude that we look at is like the GOAT of prank calls.
that's cool. So you watch that and you set your
Yeah.
bar to
I'm
what
trying.
they're doing.
Well, because also it's like we did one. I forget what it was. It was like a year ago or maybe like 8 months ago. But I posted it and someone commented and they were like, "This is just like Longmont Potion Castle's video." I was like, "Fuck, I didn't know." And then they and I watch a ton of his shit, but they sent me that video and I was like, it's pretty close.
Oops. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was I called like a hotel and told them I was like drilling for oil in like room 7 and like struck oil.
I did see that.
Yeah, I guess somebody else did that exact same call, but I was like, all right.
You called an emergency number too. But you were like, I'm under citizen's arrest, and then they just left.
Yeah, it was a lawyer. Yeah.
Oh, you called a lawyer? Okay,
Yeah.
I was because if you called an emergency, yeah, you could probably. Well, they could trace. Yeah, they could. That
Yeah.
could get into trouble. Probably.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we
Yeah.
can't threaten anybody or like call the cops.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Well, because that's what Longmont Potion Castle, he does that shit. He'll call hotels and be like, yeah, I'm coming down there to whoop your ass. So, and just like threaten people on the phone.
That reminds me of like old school Jerky Boys shit, right?
Yeah,
there.
dude, those guys too. They were the best.
But they haven't aged for this like they couldn't make a comeback because all their fucking Jew voice, Arab voice.
Yeah, right.
That's all
right,
they're called.
Sal Rosenberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was surprised Crank Yankers tried to come back. Like your biggest draw is a guy pretending to be retarded.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're probably not going to put him in this time around.
Right.
So what do you have?
I guess a lot of it like doesn't go big anymore because it's like it's hard to mainstream funny prank calls.
Right.
Or like Crank Yankers is probably like scared to take that chance now. Like,
Yeah. It's anything on like legacy media now also is like tighter now than it used to be. Back then it was like the heyday of Comedy Central where like they were taking chances. Now none of that shit happens. If anyone taking chances are going to be doing it on social media.
Yeah, you have to do it on the internet. Someone hit me up to do they were like, you should apply to do those fucking like morning radio prank calls. You ever hear like
like the Howard Stern
like
people.
Carmen in the morning and shit? And it's like I was like, I think I'd get thrown off the air immediately. like what, the Woodland Giant thing would bomb on black radio. and be like, this fucking sucks. So I can't do anything silly. And then like anything else I think is funny, they'd be like, this can't be on the radio.
Right.
But that's the cool thing about social media. Now you can post more shit
Right.
that's meant to entertain you.
Yeah,
And you
exactly.
can
Right.
find like minds.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, this is for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except they're peppered all over the fucking country. They're not migrating
Yeah.
to see me.
No,
and I don't have a
well-
travel budget.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
problem with
Yeah.
any online following, right? Like you'll see comics that have like, 500,000 followers or whatever, and they'll go out and it'll be like, oh, no one is actually here
Yeah.
to see you.
Yeah.
You've gone viral before, right?
It
Yeah.
doesn't translate to anything.
doesn't.
though.
You-
It's like
yeah.
it's
How-
at the worst times. People, you'll be like, I remember I was I did a kickboxing fight in like July, and I was like training hard for it. And I remember I was running one day in the rain, and I was fucking crossing the street, and I slipped on a manhole and ate shit.
Ooh.
And I got up and like both my knees are bloody. And this fucking guy pulls up to the stop sign. He's like, "Yo, are you do the prank calls?" I was like, "No," just like
Oh,
ran
so,
away.
yeah, I just need a worse moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you think of millions like a fucking nothing percentage of the population.
Right.
So I had like 1 million people see my video. I left my apartment like, oh God.
Yeah.
And then nothing.
Yeah.
And then like even like the best you'll get is like a cool DM, and it's like most of the time the DMs are like, "Yo, you guys talked about tits last episode. My wife has huge tits too," and I'm like, "Sick, man."
Do they send pictures?
Yeah, never.
Oh, well, what's the fucking
Yeah.
point?
No,
oh,
I just
you're
want to hear
lucky,
you
yeah.
talk about it. Yeah.
I want to start writing jokes. I'm like, oh, start writing jokes. Don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, it's never. It doesn't translate to anything.
No. But it's fun.
It is fun.
What's her at, though? Did you ever try a what's her at?
I should ask him. It's this guy. I know this guy Corbin. His wife has huge tits, so shout out to her.
Hey, shout out
Hey.
to Corbin's wife. If you're watching,
I hope you're both
Corbin,
listening.
Big fan of the show.
Yeah, I don't know Corbin. I'm not gonna dwell any further on it. Corbin could be a large fella. Or just a small fella that could beat the shit out of me.
That was
yeah.
that was my response to the message. I said, "Nice, you look like a man who appreciates a good pair."
Nice.
There you the compliment
Yeah,
of him-
exactly.
about him. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's smart.
So he's white. No.
I think so.
Corbin sounds like a pretty white
White
dude.
enough, yeah.
Are we talking about Corbin still? I thought Corbin was someone you knew.
Oh,
No,
Oh, no,
it's
no.
not.
Oh, okay. So Corbin's the guy with the wife with the big tits.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he's still listening.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for listening, Corbin. Please tell your wife we all say hello.
Bring them things out.
Bring him out. Yeah.
Did you ever get like someone like completely unhinged when you prank called? Like someone like either fly off the handle like angry or like get weird about it?
Yeah, but it's like a lot of the times you got to get them there. So it's like you got to get them fired up.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you the best way to do it is like either just completely disagree and like if someone's like giving you facts about something, just be like, no.
It's the opposite of improv. You have to know and them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just no and everything. Or if you tell somebody you're their boss, they can get like they don't get mad, but they get like pretty rattled. If you're calling from like corporate and like we called a Burger King and told them we were corporate and they were setting up, we're coming to set up the roller coaster today. And they were like, what? She's like, what the fuck do I need to do? She's like, I'm serving burgers. I was like, no, you got to start sweeping. That's the best part about it to me is like when people put us on hold and then they're like, I got to go talk to my manager. And then they put us on hold, and then we just laugh because we're like, someone's explaining to their manager right now that like I'm trying to like replace the dog's legs with cactuses or some shit. And
Right, there is a serious conversation
like
taking place.
the dumbest ideas we can possibly think of. And
Do the people that you call ever see the videos later down the line?
a couple times that I found out about a lady, well, not like directly, but we called the Crayola factory, and a girl commented, and she was like, "That's my grandma." And then I DM'd her, and I was like, "Is it really?" Because that's just a thing you could say, but it was her grandma.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Also, what a pair on her, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah! Shout out to your grandma.
Shout out
as
to
well.
that lady's grandmother.
Yeah.
Well, how old's the girl? How old's the grandma? No, we're getting more to that age. How old's the grandma?
Yeah, Mary at the Crayola factory. Sounds retired as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Now you're I prank call like I didn't do it. I got a fucking mom of some other kid at my school at my house screaming at me because of someone making a prank call from my house.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of rattled from that whole thing. Nah, she fucking. I was like trying not to like any kid that I knew, like, oh, we were upstairs playing Seg. I don't know what was going on downstairs. She's like, well, do you know what was said? And I was like, no. She took out a fucking yellow notepad. She's like, well, I'll read it to you. Whore, bitch, your son's
damn.
a fag. I was just like, keep it together.
That was your prank call.
That's
Poor bitch, your son's a fag.
This kid Nate, yeah, he would just call up.
Hang up.
He would just call up people's parents
Not the worst.
and just
That is
curse them
pretty
out.
good.
He didn't say anything clever, like, hey,
Yeah.
is your refrigerating? Yeah.
We I mean, I used to like do prank calls all the time. They're the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
We had the DEC officer in my area growing up, or in my county growing up, in Onondaga County. Shout out upstate New York. DEC officer Richard Head.
Oh,
No bullshit. So like, as an 8th grader, you're like, they're fucking serving this to us on a platter.
The funniest thing in the world.
Yeah, and like, we didn't have anything creative for him, but we'd call him once a week, be like, is this dickhead? Just hang up. He'd be like, I'll kill you, kid. Hang up before he could even get it out.
There was a
Family name cut.
There was a guy. I was at a party when somebody else explained this to me. I think it was like 15 or 16. They were like, "Call this number and ask if Elvis is there." And it was just some kind, like, he would be like receiving some guy, and you'd be like, "Hey, is Elvis there?" And he'd be like, "Elvis has left the building," and then he would hang up on you.
Oh, so he turned it around
Right.
on you.
But it unfortunately fucked this guy's life up because it was during my like 2 parties like a week, at least going to somebody's, and everywhere I went, I was like, call this number and ask us if Elvis. And then by like 3 weeks later, if we were calling him and be like, he's always there, I'd be like, nah, man, he just left. And then he'd hang up, and it was like all the fun. We like fucking eked every ounce of
Ruin
like,
this guy's fucking bit.
yeah,
I thought-
exactly.
I thought that was going to end with him killing himself on the toilet.
He may have. I tried calling it. I told this story a couple years ago to somebody, and I was like, for shits and giggles, let's try to look it up. And I tried to look up the number. I couldn't find it anywhere. I was like, what if I called him? I could like apologize maybe for like ruining a year of his life.
He's got you on the Billy Madison list. He's going to cross it off in lipstick. Like, thank God I called that guy.
Yeah.
I remember, I literally will never forget when I found out Elvis died on a toilet, and I think it was a joke behind it, maybe, because I think we were leaving a Syracuse football game, and me and my dad, my boy, and my boy's dad, and one of the dads said Elvis died on a toilet, and his last word was corn, and it made, as a 3rd grader, dude, that was the funniest thing. I laughed for the entire car ride home, and I still hope that is true.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
I never heard the corn thing.
I didn't hear this. I had never heard corn.
Just the
but-
one word itself, or was it the last word in a sentence?
I think it was the word itself.
Corn?
Just one like corn.
Because corn's not a strenuous poop.
No.
I think he yelled it.
Okay.
Full volume corn.
If I'm trying to think about what I eat in that, what
No,
my last
Elvis
meal
last
is before
words.
I die on a toilet, I don't think corn is it.
Elvis
I was
Presley.
reading. Sorry, there was also I can't remember
Michael
who-
Douglas
I can't.
last
Well,
words.
no, I can't remember
Is he
who.
dead?
No, just let me set it up for 2 seconds.
My bad.
There was someone famous who died who was their last words were, for some reason, I'm trying to remember who the hell it was. Their last words was just like Kirk Douglas. Like that's it was just a famous. And then he was asked about it and he was like, yeah, it was weird, wasn't it? Like it just got
the
out.
guy.
They're like, what the fuck is he talking about? Yeah.
The only last words I like are, I guess, the serial killers on death row and the guy that got fucked to death by Mr. Hands said, "Did he come?" And then he died. That's
he
the
died.
horse.
The
horse
I was
fucked
gonna
him to death.
that your casual use of the name of the horse is what threw me off there.
I forgot. Wrong podcast that I watched the video on.
I've seen that
got you,
video.
dude.
I've seen that video too. It's disturbing.
There's a new horse guy fucker video around.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta check that out. A horse guy fucker. Yeah.
A guy who fucks centaurs. Yeah, that horse guy fucker.
It should just be called a dude is centauring. A new centaur video came out. A
That's
new
right.
dude centaur.
Half
No, yeah,
man,
let
half horse.
me rephrase, dude. A guy getting fucked by a horse video came out. A new one though.
That's good.
And he lived to
Happy
tell the
ending?
tale.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering.
We've come a long way from the
Yeah.
2000s.
Yeah, dudes can take a horse dick like a chimp
That's
now.
true.
Nice.
Thanks, steroids.
That's right.
It all comes full circle. Yeah.
Right. Men just getting back into women's venues and dominating like
in
always.
Dan's Olympics, there's dudes just getting fucked by horses.
And in those, you need the HGH
Well, yeah.
to recover.
Sometimes, yeah. It works quicker than injecting the horse semen directly into your veins, just
Yeah,
taking it right up the ass.
That's right.
What do you
Horse
think that
cream
would
pie
do?
videos.
That's right.
You think you could survive horse semen to the fucking vein?
I
I don't think so.
I don't think you can survive any semen directly injected into
There's
your
like
veins.
2 gallons of it, I think, too.
It's a lot.
It's like a lot. I keep thinking of the Moneyball version of your steroid. Like just one dude has just got a giant arm, and then they try to do all the sports.
Right. Yeah, one guy, guys that can only afford like steroids some of the time.
Yeah. We only have a couple minutes left before the news, dude.
Oh,
and I
geez.
know Drew's got to get going, so I just wanted to let you guys know.
Okay, great.
Why would
fast.
you interrupt a horse fucking conversation?
I think we're still in the horse fucking. Because we didn't.
Never left. We never
Drew
left.
simply just gave us an information of, guess what? It worked out. Like, and we're like, oh, good, man.
I'll send you guys the footage. Later.
Yeah, please. That'll be. We don't have a Patreon, but that's Patreon content right there.
Drop Tent Media to buy the horse fucking t-shirt.
All day. I'm already searching for it. I'm trying to get the rights to this thing.
Turn our logo into centaurs.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, you and me as
We
centaurs.
have our shoulders up. We could easily be centaurs.
That would actually.
It's
We'd
a little-
have to look at. We'd have to be looking at each other. To
You
get
just
the-
have to be like standing foreground and background horse bodies. I think.
Or
is
you
how
guys
we
could
do
be
it.
one centaur, like a cat dog.
Oh, like a cat
Like a
dog
cat dog.
centaur.
Siamese
Yeah.
centaur. Oh,
I
cat,
mean, centaur.
Yeah.
I never cat dog's a little bit past my time.
You get the picture, though.
It's a cat, half dog. They were
Yeah,
joined
what was
in the
was
midsection.
there, was there a backstory, or were we just supposed to accept that from the ground floor?
Yeah, actually, I don't know. I don't know much about cat dog.
I'm
just that he
saying if you
exists.
guys are facing opposite ways and share one body, like
Yeah, I get it. I see what you're
centaur
saying.
dog, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
Centaur dog.
still four
Are
hooves.
you,
but
is that
they're
in your
both-
little notepad there? Centaur
Centaur
dog?
dog.
Well, there's a
Okay,
couple.
good.
Yeah, Siamese centaur I like as well.
No, but what was the deal with cat dog? Now I'm in this.
I don't believe they ever gave us an
I don't think it
explanation.
was. Yeah, I think
Honestly, it was
just
no answer.
Yeah.
So it was pro inbreeding, probably drinking during the pregnancy. There's a lot to go
Yeah.
wrong to
Yeah.
make that happen.
Yeah, I mean that thing is a cat and a dog, so it wouldn't be like a drinking. It's like a sin against God. There's no way
Yeah.
that you
I'm honestly
can.
trying to think how you do that.
This
Yeah,
was
I'm
in the
not
same
sure.
block that Ren and Stimpy was in.
It was
I
after
mean,
Ren.
around
It was
there,
after, but it was like
yeah.
in that, like that had that like 2-hour window on Nickelodeon. That was
Yes.
for like the fucked up cart like that. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy. And
Yeah,
that
it was
guy.
one of the fucked up cartoons, I believe.
Is
yeah.
the cat dog creator accused of pedophilia or anything like the Ren and Stimpy
Probably.
dude?
Yeah.
bestiality with the cat dog?
Most of the great Nickelodeon producers are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you enjoyed it and it was on Nickelodeon, somebody got raped in the
Well,
process.
I
of
got
creating
the
it.
box set as an adult of Ren and Stimpy, and there's a blatant cocksucking joke right in one of the like when Ren's cousin Sven comes to town, him and Stimpy like are playing in a closet, and like Stimpy's like, "Now I'm a sword swallower." Jesus Christ!
Ugh.
My mom watched this with me.
That's Nancy Reagan as well. I think you're thinking.
Nah, the throat goat.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Turns out they were right. They were conjoined.
Okay, so they were
Yay.
conjoined twins, so they were born of one mother.
They were-
Therefore, like, just something wrong because it's two different species.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the T-shirt. Is what I'm saying for your logo.
Please, that's
we're
what
gonna
it-
we're gonna
we're
make
gonna
We're
it
gonna
for
turn
us.
me and Dan into a cat dog.
Centaurs,
dog.
cat dog, yeah,
Centaur
centaurs.
So we're getting hooves.
Yes.
Okay, because we only have hands. Those only have. I mean,
Well, we would still have hands as centaurs.
Of course you have
oh,
hooves.
well, the hand.
But yeah, of course, we wouldn't be centaurs without hooves.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't ask silly questions. Of course you
Yeah.
would have hooves.
Also, you're
So
gonna
we
be
would have
hung.
our. Okay, so we'd have our hands.
One
and then
dick
we'd
right
go
in the
up to
middle.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. There's an
hands.
idea for your prank calls. Try to find accommodations for a friend of yours who is
Yeah.
a centaur.
Call up like an animal
friend.
Yeah, like an artificial insemination place. And talk about wanting to create a centaur.
Yes.
Like if I put my sperm into a horse.
Yeah, what happens there?
Or like
Why
be
the
very
joke? Yeah.
concerned that they won't do that. Like, you're not going to put my semen in a horse, are you?
I worked in a joke. It was obviously wasn't for everyone back in the day about how like, I'm against bestiality, but if you're trying to make like a mythological creature, I'm more for it than if you're just doing it for pleasure.
Yeah.
Which means the people fucking animals without condoms are better than the people doing it with condoms.
Right. If you're fucking a bull, you better have
Yeah.
a maze. Right? You better have a labyrinth you're putting that thing in. Otherwise, it's just bestiality.
Damn, imagine using sheepskin condom on a sheep. That's fucking
Oh, that's
That's
no, yeah,
sick.
that's. I think
That's
the
good
PETA
stuff.
people, yeah, the PETA people might have a problem with it. No,
I like that. That's where
That's
they
where they
draw.
draw
they would too. Yeah,
Well, yeah.
if you're gonna fuck that sheep, you cannot do it with a sheepskin
latex,
condom.
of course.
That's right.
Wasn't latex just fucking some intestines
Is
of some animal?
It's rubber.
No, it's just rubber. It's
It's-
synthetic.
And rubber is just
No,
It
rubber is
grows
synthetic.
on trees. I know. I was trying to make. You think bareback is gross? Who thinks that? Who thinks that?
Are you tired of bareback?
Sorry, we started early.
That's okay. This extra-
I'm usually still napping by this time.
This half an hour got you in a weird mood. I see.
All right, we got to go to the news.
Okay.
All right.
You gonna hang out for the news, Drew? You gotta roll.
no,
I do have to head to great.
All right, but then let's get your
Yeah.
plugs in
Yeah.
before you leave.
Yeah, hit the plugs.
Tell us about Durag. Tell us about everything, really.
Yeah, just Durag the Deertag. It's on Instagram. We have a live podcast March 1st in Philly. It's gonna be fun. The first one in a
nice.
couple years.
Cool.
Then-
Where are you shooting that at?
the Coop, the new Next in Line studio or
Nice.
comedy club. It's in Chinatown. So yeah, tickets are on Durag and the Deertag Instagram, and then Digital Bazooka, the prank calls. Yeah, you guys are awesome, dude. Thanks for having me.
Dude,
Hey,
you were awesome.
thank
This is
you
a
for
great
being
episode.
here.
man.
Very
Thank
fun.
you so much. Really happy to get you out.
Hell yeah, I would love to come back too, man. I'll write some fucking news jokes for you.
Nice.
Dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
All
All
right.
right. We'll definitely get you back. And we're going to put all of your socials and stuff on the screen when we're doing the plugs.
Probably
at the
get
end.
robbed first. I mean, that's just a dick move. If
Yeah,
we
we-
keep going
No,
with the
fuck
other
that guy,
two.
dude. Fuck that guy.
You didn't even give him a title in your fucking show name.
The and the.
Yeah. he's
You
got
couldn't
the
find like a D, something that, because it has to be alliterative, right? If you're going to add him,
Yeah.
it needs to be something that starts with D.
Yeah, he
Right.
came late, so no, he's just got to deal with it.
Yeah, he's just got out.
Drop.
He's just the funniest
Yeah.
guy on the show, dude. He can have his fucking that title. All right, you got.
All right.
Thank you,
you.
Drew.
Dude, thanks a lot
Drew
for being
Montana,
here.
everybody.
Later, dude. Later. Yeah.
Thank you.
But I cut it down. Hey, okay. So here we go. It's time for the news. As you guys know, watching at home, Dave and I write jokes. It was 15, but Dave and I talked and we decided we have so much fun talking to our guests that we're actually shortening that. Now we're doing 12 jokes about the news and hopefully less filler jokes.
Unless we don't have a guest.
Yeah.
Then we'll go back to 15,
yeah, maybe.
which used to be 20. We're lazy.
Yeah, we're just lazy. We negotiated down from 20 to 15. Good change. We'll see if 12 down to 12 is good. I don't know.
Yeah. If
it allows us
episodes
more
stay
time.
this good, we should just stop doing them.
Exactly. You come for the guests, not for this bullshit. This is just a clip out and put on TikTok.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dave and I do not confer with each other based on what we're writing. I don't know what he wrote. He doesn't know what I wrote. But if we write a joke about the same news story, we've got a joke off. And while Dave and I are joking each other off, normally our guest would be the judge. In this case, Drew had to go. He's a very busy man, very successful. We're getting big time guests on this show, believe it or not. We have people asking that have things going on in their lives. That's pretty cool. And but he will not be here to judge. Yeah. Therefore, you at home will be the judge. Feel free to comment in the chat or post on that. We never even track these, but go ahead and do it anyway. If there's an overwhelming vote for me, I will demand it be counted. All right. Would you like to start us off, Dave?
Yeah. All right, here's rough one right out of the gate. Prince Harry arrives in London after Father King Charles' cancer diagnosis. Harry figured he can patch things up now that Charles is more preoccupied with the black spot on his x-rays instead of the one in his family photos.
Yeah. They don't like Meghan Markle for that reason.
Oh, boyo.
Harry's a bit of a W word in their eyes, you know? Okay.
Now we'll stop saying it.
I never said it. That's why, again,
I didn't realize you were sitting there carefully plotting.
In many of our cancellations, not that I've not done things to get myself canceled, but in many of the things that will get us canceled, I will be able to stand tall and go, if
this show had a second tally of cancelable things, I'd be destroying you in that one.
I am Matt McCuskering this one, where I'm guilty only of the laugh. All right. Donald Trump endorses Laura Trump, his daughter-in-law, to become co-chair of the RNC. Responding to claims of nepotism, Trump said, "There's no favoritism here. Out of all my daughters, this is the only one I wouldn't fuck."
Which one?
Laura. That's Eric's wife.
Oh, daughter-in-law. Okay. I don't know any of these people. All right. A genetically modified purple tomato is now available to home gardeners. It is said that this tomato not only comes with certain health benefits, but also provides an emoji option for those with abnormally shaped penises.
Yeah, that's all right. I like that. President Biden sets tighter standards for deadly soot pollution from tailpipes and soot stacks. Or, as the news reported it this week, ew, oh my God, he is so old. It's literally the entire fucking news cycle this week. We know! We fucking know he's old.
He is very old.
He is very old, but...
I think I comment on that later.
That's okay. My next joke.
Okay. Well, I'll have to keep an eye out for that joke off. Because you know me.
Yeah.
All right. Hulu faces backlash, boycotts for streaming Visit Gaza ad. They said their goal here was to run a campaign that would counter the one of their rival streaming service, Julu.
See, Julu would probably have all the best movies.
Maybe. Yeah.
They have the rights, They already have the rights.
True.
All right. White House rules out cognitive test for Biden's upcoming physical, citing the challenges of testing the president's mental acuity while he's in the process of constantly falling over.
those little brain thing.
Yeah. Right. You see it, the diodes are coming off. Yeah.
Diodes. That's a fun word.
Thank you.
All right. Stupid. I'm an idiot. I should kill myself. No. Okay.
No, don't do that. Just harm yourself.
Okay. Yeah. Massachusetts police detective arrested at Walt Disney World for allegedly shoving employees and deputy. A Boston cop going after another while a giant rat runs around in the background. It's Disney's The Departed.
I like it. Yes. There's many ways you could go with that, but I like that you went with the Scorsese.
Obvious.
Of course. The Kennedy family condemns Robert Kennedy Jr.'s copying of the JFK campaign for his Super Bowl ad because the only televised event JFK should share with RFK Jr. involves a book repository in Dallas. You got a little ahead of me, but you saw.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Actually, okay, no. My RFK stuff isn't okay. It's not a joke off.
Okay.
Oh, here's one I really wish Drew was still here for. Oscars to add new category for best casting beginning at 98th ceremony in 2026. The real winners here, though, are the members of the Academy who will all be receiving free screeners of beautiful young starlets getting blasted in the face. but true.
It is true. All right. The special election to replace George Santos kicks off today in New York's 3rd District. And apparently the favorite to win is a relatively unknown candidate named Jorge Saint America, an effeminate Latino man with 7 doctorates and a large bushy mustache.
I dig it. All right, where were we? Oh, yeah. Man sentenced to 20 years in prison for killing a woman who beat him at basketball. The court said they'll reconvene later to decide how many years they want to tack on to for... fuck.
Start from the top.
Yeah. Man sentenced to 20 years in prison for killing a woman who beat him at basketball. The court said they'll reconvene later to decide how many years they want to tack on to that for the murder.
Okay, it was worth it. It was worth doubling back on. Idaho will consider a bill expanding the state's ban on cannibalism, which is a growing danger in a state where the average body type is indistinguishable from a baked potato.
I like that one.
That's going to get a lot of comments about my body on the internet.
That's true. Someone commented on my smell recently.
Really?
I guess because I let the head stubble come in a little. I don't.
Maybe is that a smelly? Is that a tell for being smelly?
I guess like I'm on. I don't know. I know I shouldn't actively tell people to kill themselves because that might harm our
brand.
Not our brand. I don't care. Our brand should be to tell as many people to kill. I'm just saying, if YouTube would be like, that's one strike. I have to think of the good of the page. But that person should kill themselves.
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, where was I? Oh yeah. If you're listening, San Francisco sued over guaranteed income programs that exclude white people. The city responded by saying, we've never given white people opportunities they don't normally have before. Cough, running back.
This is Christian McCaffrey. That's a Christian McCaffrey joke. And it's a cool because
that's the closest I have to a Super Bowl joke.
Yeah, I couldn't write anything about the Super Bowl either. It was what it was. Good game. Ukraine claims Russia is avoiding sanctions by buying Starlink equipment from Arab countries, which proves that there isn't an electronic device on Earth that can't be sold by a talkative Persian in a tracksuit.
Exactly. Kansas Attorney General says schools must disclose trans kids' gender to parents. The students may not need to worry, though, as teachers probably aren't going to take the bait of reporting they know what's going on with their students' genitals.
This one, I just like the image. I feel like somebody probably beat me to this one on Twitter, but don't yell at me if that happens, internet. I don't look at that shit. Hamas had a command tunnel dug under the United Nations Gaza headquarters. And it's a real shame these two groups can't find common ground when most of the news about Palestinians and Jews this year involve them digging weird secret tunnels.
Yes. It's true.
Why? Why are they doing it? Something about religious fundamentalism and tunnels.
Yeah.
I never realized.
And being scared of sunlight.
I'll tell you, the tunnels the priests gotten into are a lot more problematic.
All right. Hungary's president resigns over pardon to man convicted in child sexual abuse case. She said Hungary's government needs to have more integrity, like America's, and with that she announced her successor, the man convicted in the child sexual abuse case.
Yeah, that's good. I looked at that story. I couldn't figure out what to write about it, but we had the same mindset.
Yeah.
All right. O.J. Simpson diagnosed with cancer, undergoing chemotherapy, in a situation doctors describe as a high-speed chase involving a white blood cell.
I didn't even hear about that.
It just came on the wire today.
Oh, man. Damn it, I would have loved to take a crack at that, but I don't normally. If you write a joke the week before and I see it there, I don't normally.
Listen, take a crack at the O.J. Simpson. That man ran for.
Well, I might have just hyped my. Now I feel out, and I might be throwing straight garbage next week.
Maybe,
yeah.
But give it a shot. Don't count yourself out just because I made.
I will attempt it, but if it's not up to snuff, I'm not robbing these people.
No, you can't. We don't shortchange you. Not on the new 12 joke format. We don't.
Giving them 11 good jokes when I could give them 12 great jokes.
Hello, chemotherapy world.
Chemotherapy World. That's on the Drop Tent Network, right? That's one of your podcasts.
You
Yeah.
just got it.
All right.
Go ahead, David.
Here's my. Okay, Biden's campaign gives in and joins TikTok. Biden is excited to be a part of the app, especially since before all this, TikTok represented for him was the inevitable countdown towards death.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really.
It's okay. It was a good joke.
I wrote it wrong.
The delivery was a little.
That could have been taken by my OJ cancer joke. Yeah.
The writing on that joke was good. Don't feel bad.
No,
about
actually, I read it as it was. And that's
well,
when
all right.
okay.
The way you wrote that joke was horrible, but the thinking,
intention,
the joke itself was good.
Yeah.
Former FedEx driver sentenced to 6 days in prison for selling guns he stole from packages. And FedEx, for when you absolutely, positively, and anonymously have to murder some motherfucker in 24 hours or less.
The little arrow in the logo becomes a gun.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
All right. Chris Christie says he cannot see himself voting for Joe Biden in 2024 election. The former governor said, and I mean literally, the ballots in my voting booths are slightly below waist level.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Rapper Lil Jon to release a guided meditation album. Yeah. Rumors to be titled, Ah, Peace, Peace, Motherfucker. Ah, Peace, Peace, Goddamn.
Goddamn. I like it. All right. Get ready to cue the music up. You'll tell from the inflection of my voice when to jump in.
Ooh, okay.
RFK says First Lady should suggest Biden step aside if his mental acuity is diminished. Because if anyone knows the repercussions of upsetting his wife, it's RFK Jr.
Yeah, it's on. It's playing. It's playing currently.
We're doing it. It was good.
I might have fucked up the
funny.
volume a little bit, but yeah, it's
You
there.
can know who he's married to. But yeah.
You get it. It's for those of you watching at home. Larry David's on-screen wife is RFK Jr.'s actual wife.
There you go. I can't wait to listen back to that audio. Boy, oh boy, is that gonna hit.
I got to be honest with you, buddy. The YouTube little scroller for the volume, it's a fickle bitch.
Yeah,
but it's okay.
tough.
It got in there.
Well, that could have been my OJ joke. Then. Boy,
The
there's
multimedia, it's a work in progress.
he's finding a lot of ways to slice his way in there. But boom, boom, boom.
Watch
I
out.
love your warning of like, you'll hear it in my reflection. Could not tell any inflection at all. You just kept talking. But okay.
Yeah, at the end. It was basically when the joke ends.
I got
got
you.
it.
I know.
All right. Here we go. My final one. Cyndi Lauper's son arrested and charged with gun possession in New York City. But in his defense, when the working day is done, oh boys, they want to shoot guns. Oh boys, they want to shoot. That's all they really want, to shoot guns. All right. That's it.
What?
Yeah, when the working that's the best part of the
I
song.
just want to put echo on and let you guys go.
That's right. Oh yeah.
I'm more of a time after time guy.
Oh yeah, good. That's a good one too.
All right.
That's it. That's the show.
So, what do you have? I'm usually.
What do you
the one
got
that does
coming
the-
up,
What
Drew?
do you got?
Dave always
going
panics.
on?
He's like, "What do we do next?" Right? I
I
don't
know.
It's all good.
Change.
Well, if Neil hasn't done already, we'll throw up Drew's social media stuff. Go ahead and follow him.
Yeah.
You guys will remember Naeem from a previous episode. I guess about 6 months ago he was
1
on.
year.
Great one. Was it a whole year ago at this
Yes.
point? God damn.
That's
Time
right.
flies. Well, anyway, you
Trying.
can see him and Naeem on the podcast Durag the Deertag together. Very, very funny. I actually listen to that one from time to time. It's the ultimate compliment I can give a comedian's podcast. And what is now I'm drawing a blank on the podcast he literally plugged and we talked about
Digital
for an hour.
Bazooka.
Digital Bazooka. You can check that out, and you can find him on social media at up there, Dru Montana Comedy, I believe. Or maybe
That's,
just,
I don't even think
Yeah,
that.
guys, it's all good.
It's like
You
a
can just-
47 in there. Or
yeah, there's
something?
something. Whatever. Anyway, find him. He's really funny. Dave, what do you have
It's
going
on
on?
the screen, right? Oh, but we also have audio listeners, so let's say the real one.
Yeah, it's okay. You can check out Dru Montana, just at Dru_Montana, spelled like the state. You're all good. And at Durag and the Deertag, 96, 93. I believe that's the boys' birthdays.
Well, that makes
So
sense,
96, 93 on
They're young.
YouTube.
What the
Just
fuck? They're youngins.
type it on in.
I
You'll
don't
find it.
feel. No, I thought Naeem was older than us.
That's a guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know why
Naeem-
those numbers are there.
Is Naeem older? I thought Naeem was young.
I don't like to speculate.
Yeah, I don't know.
On
It's hard.
certain.
It's hard. It's hard with the those that don't crack.
That's the correct
Every
word.
time it works differently.
Yeah.
So, Dan, what you got coming up?
Absolutely nothing, which is
Okay.
great. It's what I want, and I'm happy. For the first time, when I say I'm doing nothing this week, I'm actually pretty fucking happy about it. So, don't see me anywhere.
Yeah.
Come see me here next week, because that will be the next time I'll be doing any sort of comedy. Dave, what do you have going on?
Follow him at Dan D'Aprile.
Oh, yeah, please
on
follow
IG.
me.
First
Yeah.
of all, I want to, after you're done listening to this, go back and listen to last week's episode. I've never seen the numbers are not only are they not that good, I've also saw them at a number before I went to bed, opened it up, and the number was lower the next day. I didn't know you could lose views on something.
Wow.
So make up for that. Give that one. It was a great episode,
It
Gary
was
Sharp.
really good. Gary Sharp was so fun.
And then listen to this one again, because you need to experience life in chronological order.
Right.
I don't this week nothing, but yeah, next week, and I got my first legacy booking.
Oh yeah.
Would
your dad do some comedy in the
No,
room?
never. But yeah, a guy from North Jersey, Steve Schwartz, great guy, funny guy. He messaged me, "Hey, I'm doing a show at this shit bar, Bobby Ray's in Pensauken, which is 5 minutes or 5-10 minutes from my house."
Nice.
And he's like, "Oh, and like it's for my fraternity," which my dad was in the same fraternity. So
Oh,
he's like,
okay.
"They want to see Rich Primiano's kid," and I was like, "Yeah, that sounds great." And I thought I don't think that sounds great at all. But
But you took the gig.
but I'm doing
anyway.
it. I was like, fuck, I don't want to deal with that. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't live up to him. Or
No. You'll do fine. It's old frat members.
yeah, which is so these are guys that are all about brotherhood, and I'm all about curmudgeonhood.
But they've
and
aged
they're-
into
yeah.
curmudgeon now. If
They're-
they're Rich's friends, then they've aged.
They're college graduates. I don't like that.
Oh, yeah, not your people.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to talk about with these people, but hey,
The wedding.
come see me at that.
Yeah, the wedding stuff, the pounce that you'll kill on.
My dad loved
what
weddings.
a Panthers
Yeah.
do. They pounce. All right, Neil, what do you got going on?
Yeah, you can Dave, it's just at Dave Prim, Prim, comedy on IG. Don't forget to follow him there. You can follow all the Weekday Comics stuff just at the Weekday Comics on YouTube and all the stuff. Don't forget to check out, of course, some of their merch.
Yes,
You can
check
check
out our
out some of
merch.
their things, all the stuff going on over there. You can check it out there. And, of course, you can follow and get all the, Dave put together a nice link tree for you guys, but you can get over to their page and get all their stuff to follow.
I haven't looked at it in a while. It doesn't just expire.
Man,
if you
I
don't look
gotta.
at it for a
You just
while.
give away the
No, the
goat
link
for
tree-
production on. At any time, we can hide the faults of it, but he's just like, nah. I don't even know if that's up to date.
You see this wart right here?
If you ignore something long enough, you have to like remember your password to get back in. And oh boy. Anyway,
Especially when they won't let you do the password again when you recreate it. They're like, no, you can't use your last 6 passwords. Guaranteed I'm going to forget it next time I'm going to.
and then you put the exact password that you tried to use in because that wasn't one, and it said no, you can't use the same password.
God damn
I
it.
fucking hate
every
that.
single time.
I'm ready to die.
But you can get all their merch over at dropten.com/store and go to their section. Like all the stuff for Drop 10 as well. You can check out some of our shows, which these guys hopefully will probably be on soon, but that they all seem to be taking breaks because their careers are going so well. So
Book me. I know you
I'm
said.
taking a
I know you
break.
said any bookings on the podcast don't count anymore.
Yeah.
well, because
So
it's
we'll wait
just
till the recording's over.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you can check out Myers Brewing every second and fourth Friday. We have coming up February 23rd for our next one and March 1st at Crown of Creation in South Philadelphia and more to come. So yeah, check out all that stuff. But don't forget to give these guys a little love. And yeah, there we go,
Tight.
guys. You guys
All
did
right.
it.
And that's the show.
Tight. Good
Thank
night.
you for tuning in early. We'll be back next week at the
Guest TBD.
normal time. Yeah, our guest is to be determined. We were asking in talks with the hilarious Ice Jackson. He cannot make it, so we are going to try and book someone.
Yeah, you don't want to hear just us.
No, absolutely not. So we will be back at 8:00. This was a very special episode. So we'll be back next week at 8. Thank you for watching, y'all. Be well. See you later. Well, there we go. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Oh, man, that was a. we fucking landed that like Kerry Strug should have.
How you doing? This is Neil Wood from the Cult of Us podcast, speaking on behalf of Drop 10 Media Network, the network you're currently listening to. Make sure to check out all the other podcasts on the network. You can go to drop10.com to check them all out. Make sure to like, subscribe on everything that you see Drop 10 on. We appreciate it. Go to drop10.com now.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.